Welcome back to another Reddit React video, guys. I'm here with this Nocturne player over here. They said they're having a difficult time securing wins, so I'm gonna try to help and diagnose what's going on here with Mr. Nocturne player in bronze here. So mostly I'm gonna be looking at fighting. I think like this guy looked like he's a long-term player. I checked out their p.gg. They have been playing since like season 4 on and off here. So they probably have a really decent understanding of like how what every champion kind of does in the game. Maybe like a very basic understanding, but like at least like they've been around, so they kind of understand the flow of the game a little bit. So I really think it's just going to be overcomplicating things. Like they're probably just trying to do things too fancy, trying to force things too much, trying way too hard to win the game. Just let the game come to you, and let's focus on like how we actually can win games through our champion mastery and like being really good and efficient on our champion. That's really all it is in bronze. Like, guys, it's just don't overcomplicate things. Like, you're not gonna win through like crazy good macro or like, you know, playing around neutral objectives properly, getting good vision, like, because that's just not gonna happen in bronze. It's just the game's gonna go long because your teammates are gonna throw, enemies gonna throw. No one knows how to close out games in this elo. So we're just gonna, like, honestly, I don't even care about how well he's gonna clear these camps. I'm sure he probably has a lot of things in the early game you probably can work on. Again, like when you're in this elo, make sure you're looking up your jungle clear guides, making sure, like, checking out your champion on YouTube. There's always somebody. There's this dude who has record time clear speeds on every single jungle champion. Just copy what they do. Look at how they're clicking when they're clearing their camps, where they're clicking their champion, how many auto attacks they do to clear a camp, and yeah, just get it down to like, if you can get close to like 3 seconds or so, within 3 seconds of how they're doing it, in practice tool, then you're good to go. So first of all, I don't really like pathing top in this game. You have a set versus Tom Kench. I mean, sure, maybe you have a decent gank here, but like, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because set's not going to really carry your game. I mean, he can, but you're more likely to get a carried game through like Locke, like a burst assassin champion, or like, obviously Yunara is going to scale really well. It's really weird that you have a Jax support, but it's working out pretty alright here. Look at this. Okay, well, Misfortune's going to beat Yunara in the early game. This makes sense. But yeah, Jax support's kind of weird, but that's okay. Think about it, like, instead of thinking like, oh, it's an unconventional support choice. Well, let's see. Actually, let's watch how you fight this. Hold on. We'll get back to that in a minute. Well, let's see how you fight this. It's really important. So yeah, we need to smite this. We get the smite. Okay, so it's kind of awkward. Like, you auto him, and then you're kind of like waiting. Like, I don't know. It looks like you were kind of like fumbling for your E key a little bit. You're a little slow on stuff. So like, for example, right here, like we could have smited this a lot faster. It took you forever to smite that. There's also, you have to notice too that like, okay, Graves is in the mid lane here. I don't know if you see that. So like, we don't really want to be pushing this to the Graves because he could just smite it away from you. Your set's kind of fighting up top while this is all happening. Okay, so like, yeah, you kind of like took forever to do stuff here. You probably could have spell shielded his Q as well. Your spell shield's up, right? Q, right? Get your spell shield up now, because Graves has his Q up. Yeah, and then right there. So you didn't really spell shield yet. So this is just mechanical misplays. Like, again, I think this is gonna be your biggest thing. Just focus on getting good at your champion. Like, you have your W up, and you could have blocked his Q with your W, which would have given you, like, I think it says if you successfully block one, you actually increase your passive to give you even more attack speed for 5 seconds. So that's really important, I'll be honest. And I don't know why you backed off either after you got the fear. That was something. So just work on stuff. So like, after the auto attack, like, your Q's actually up right now. So you're very slow. Like, you're not using your abilities. Look how long it took you to use your Q while it was up. And that's the biggest thing, and this is why you're bronze, sir. And then we walk away. I don't know why we're so afraid to fight here. We already got our fear tether off. So press the Q, you know, chase him. Like, you need to press Q a little faster. Auto attack him, right? You have your attack speed boost. Actually, you don't have an attack speed boost because you didn't actually proc the shield. But you still have your passive. You still have flash. Like, I'm not sure what you're afraid of here. I mean, you're higher health than Tom Kench. You have lock here. Lock is a little low on mana, but it's fine, you know. He's got ignite. Like, yeah, he's gonna go in, bro. Like, I don't know why you're running here. This is crazy. You actually just got your lock killed almost. What are you afraid of? Okay. So you're gonna die here probably? No, maybe? Yeah. So this is your fault. You definitely could have just played this better. This is why you're bronze. Like I said, focus on your champion. Focus on how you can actually be quicker about pressing your buttons. If you need to, go into practice tool. Like, there's no shame in it. There's no shame in just like getting in practice tool, put a dummy down, and just focus on like pressing your buttons faster if you need to. Like, just being like, okay, if there's a champion in front of me, I'm gonna, you know, walk up to him, but I'm gonna hit the Q. I'm gonna make sure I land the Q. So like, you don't want to do a max range Q. You just kind of, if they're in range of you like this, like, yeah, we just, okay, was your Q up? It's not up yet, right? So we're just gonna smite this crab. We're gonna auto attack Q. So he dashes, auto attack Q and W at the same time, essentially here. You're just gonna auto attack Q, W, and then your W will block his Q coming in after you, then you're fearing him. The Q's tether should be on him. If the Q tether is on him, you actually have the Nocturne is ghosted and gains 25% movement speed, right? So there's no way he's getting away from this tether unless he flashes it. There's also an argument where, like, even if he flashes it, if you're anticipating his flash, you can like, just don't, when you have the tether on him, this is a trick with Nocturne, don't auto attack him, just walk at him with your Q on him. You'll have the movement speed. You don't auto attack him while you have the tether, trying to wait for that to channel on the fear. And then even if they flash, if you're on top of them, you'll still have the tether range. Their flash won't do anything. They'll still get feared. So yeah, and then you procced your Conquer. Do you see that? Like, even your Conquer is fully stacked now. Locke wants to fight. Like, let's just hit him. Just keep hitting him. I don't know why we're afraid of him. Yeah, if you just kept hitting him with not Locke here, he probably dies. And then also Tom Kench probably dies as well. So let's just get better at fighting. I think that's just all it is. Okay, let's just keep going. I picked this game particularly. This is actually a game you win. But you went 7 kills, 11 deaths. And the fact that I picked this game is because you had 11 deaths. Whenever you have 10 plus deaths, you have to acknowledge that, like, okay, you were making mistakes, right? Like, 4 deaths or so, it's like sometimes you can kind of write those off because it's like you're gonna make like greedy mistakes here and there, but like, and sometimes even like when you're snowballing really hard, like sometimes there are good deaths where you just need to get an engage off so that your team fights and wins and just wins the game, right? I've had those, especially on Rek'Sai. Sometimes you just need to be the trigger, like that starts the fight, but then you understand that, like, okay, well, I'm 10k gold up and my team just wallet diffs them even if I die here. Sometimes that happens, right? So like when you have like a game that only has like 3 or 4 deaths, it's like I'm not too worried about that. But when you have 10 deaths, homie, there are there are deaths in there you could have avoided. Plenty of deaths in there that you could have avoided. Like, especially even in that one, that was a pretty bad death. Like, you could have avoided that if you just would have fought. And so, and I don't really care about the win-loss. I care about looking at like how well you're doing within the game. Because sometimes you just win games because your teammates are better. And sometimes you'll just lose games because your teammates are worse. And that happens. We don't want to be results-based thinking. We want to just look at our gameplay and see how we can improve. Again, like, there's probably stuff you could have been doing here. This pathing's really weird. I'm not sure why you're pathing like this. But it's okay. We just want to look at the fighting. We want to see how you fight. Okay, this is good. He's dead. This is sick. Yeah, just walk away. You're fine. You're fine. Yep. Sweet. So another thing too that you can do is when you press R, you can press W before you engage on him. So like you can press R, you get your ultimate, you go here, you press R before you actually trigger it a second time to jump to him. You can actually press your W before you jump to him, and then you'll have your spell shield ready to go for when you jump in. It's just a preemptive thing so that you can guarantee yourself to get the attack speed boost pretty much. Because when you jump in, people panic and they're probably going to use a spell on you or so. In a more sophisticated manner, advanced way is to like actually try to time it with like what you're expecting out of them. So for example, like TF is probably going to try to pull a gold card on you. And so you try to preemptively like anticipate that. But you don't necessarily need to think about that in this elo necessarily. I just want you to be pressing your buttons a little faster, getting your abilities out a little faster so that you can actually do more damage, but it's totally fine. Like this works out. Again, like you didn't really spell shield his gold card, but again, it doesn't matter. We at least got the spell shield out, and did he proc it? I don't know if he procced it or not actually. He didn't really Q, did he? What is this? Stack to deck? Does that actually... No. Does that actually proc it? When he autoed you there? It doesn't look like it, no. Okay. It doesn't matter, he dies anyway. We'll keep going. Let's go to the next fight. Okay. We're gonna look how you use your abilities here. That Q is kind of useless, but it's fine. Not a big deal. It's a pretty low investment ability. Okay, so we're going on the Misfortune while our team is going on Nami. Is this okay? I think this is fine, right? Yeah, they're gonna get the Nami. You're kind of just zoning the Misfortune. Okay, let's make sure we worry about this Twist Fate now. Okay, why are you running from him here? This is really, like, this is a pattern, okay? This is the second time this is happening. You're running away from the enemy target when you have teammates around. Like, you have 3 people with you. So I don't know why you're running. It's like, TF is here. Let's just run at him, dude. Just go. Like, his gold card's already out. Why are we running away? Yeah, I just hit him. Why do we click away from him? And it's like, sure, yeah, he's dead. It's fine. But like, these are little things that you can improve on. And it's probably, these habits probably translate also into your team fighting, so. Okay. We should have just recalled over here. Like, that's no big deal. You wasted a lot of time running to this bush, but whatever. We also wanted to sync up our Gromp and Wolves rather than Gromp to Blue. So, like, you also did it in your first clear where you went Wolves to Blue to Gromp. Let's do Wolves, Gromp, then Blue. Reason being is because the camps, like the buff camps, will spawn way later. Like, they have, like, a longer timer. I think it's, like, 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember what the timer is, but it's, like, it's longer than these camps. These camps are only 2-minute timers, spawn timers. And so these you need to sync up. The blue buff, you don't need to, because it's going to be, you know, it'll be gone for a lot longer. For, like, twice the time. Okay, we're looking top. Let's see. Do you need to be here? I don't think you need to be here. This was a wasted ult. Okay. So, I understand looking at this. This is fine. Like, I think trying to, like, anticipate you might need to be here is fine. But, bro, do you see his HP? Like, I don't think we need to ult here. Hold your ult. So, for example, the reason I would hold ult is because you're pretty much there, right? Like, you're pretty much there already. You don't even, like, even if Set didn't kill him here, you could just walk up, cue the Tom Kench, and you probably kill him. We don't need to invest our ultimate here. So now our ultimate is down for no reason. Like, we could have invested this ultimate in bot lane or mid. And now you're taking plates instead of recalling. I don't... Okay, this is not good. Right, and so your mid laner is getting cooked while you're taking top tower. We don't need to do that. That's not good. No bueno. And Graves is also... So, like, when you show on the map and you're just still here for that long, it gives Graves a free chance to just gank bot, knowing that you can't be there because you used alt top and you were sitting here whacking this turret forever. I think he also took your Krugs as well, because you were sitting top for so long. Yeah, so he's going in here. He's going to take your Krugs because you just whacked on the tower forever. So you lost your camp, so this plate didn't even matter. And your Graves gets a free gank because you were just sitting there whacking the tower. Okay, so you know Graves is bot, so this is also an opportunity to just like invade his camp, so you could maybe take this Raptor camp as well. That's just another mistake you made. I don't know why you're not just doing the red buff. I guess because you think you can kill Misfortune here. So you don't have your ultimate. It would be nice if you had your ultimate there. If you had your ultimate, she dies. But you wasted the top. Graves is 5-0. He's definitely jungle diffing a bit. Okay. This ult is fine. We didn't press our W yet. How long did it take you to press your W here? Let's follow you. So press our W, ult in. We queued. Okay, now our W goes off after Nami had already bubbled. So if she landed that bubble on you, you just would have gotten stunned, but she threw it over there. So you kind of got lucky. I almost think your target selection too is not great here. Like, do we really want to kill the Nami? I mean, like, look where your team's positioned. Like, you can kind of join up with Yunara too. Like, Nami dying here is not super big. Like, killing the TF probably matters more, but it is what it is. Okay, he's gonna die anyway. Taking Gromp was fine. Maybe we get that scuttle. Go get the scuttle, please. Yeah. Do we want to fight this? I think we just leave. This is bad fight, I think. This is not a great fight. Yeah. Didn't think so. Now we're just inting. Okay. So, this is just your risk assessment. This comes into team fighting as well. This is a harder thing to know. This is a little bit more on the macro side. But it does tie into team fighting, right? So, like, getting the pick on Twisted Fate was really awesome. That was great. And we also killed Nami, too. Like, this was actually not terrible. Like, we killed the Nami. We killed the Twisted Fate. This is awesome. But we need to recognize that, like, there's only a 30-second window to do anything here. And their strongest member, by the way, they have two really, really strong members. Graves and Misfortune. How do we know this? You press tab, check the items. Kills is an indicator of strength, but it's not everything, because if they haven't spent their gold, for example, like maybe Misfortune's sitting on like 2,500 gold, then she's actually not that strong, right? It means because she hasn't even invested the money in the kills that she's gotten, from the kills that she's gotten. But she did. I don't think she has any in pocket. She's at 300. Yeah, I mean, Graves has 1,200 that he's just kind of sitting on. But like, he's 1.5 items. Like, he's actually pretty strong, and so is Misfortune. You have a full item, which is pretty decent, actually. Your disparity isn't that big. It's not horrible. Like, I mean, the gold difference is crazy. This serrated Dirk actually matters quite a lot, though. This is like 1,100 gold item. He's also sitting on 1,200 gold. Like, if he would have spent his gold a little bit more efficient here, then this fight would be really atrocious. But we have to be thinking about that, right? Like, this is just something you have to like keep in your mind before you choose to take a fight. So, for example, as soon as like you take this Gromp and you're backing off, right? What happens here, right? We see Misfortune. Oh, we see Graves. That's their strongest two members. and your team's like kind of way out here, right? Your team is already deployed back to their lanes and stuff. We don't want this fight. We just want to leave. And I think it's a similar thing with like Yunara has 1100 gold. She's pretty strong, so we play around Yunara for sure because she has Kraken Slayer already. But we have to be wary that like Graves is stronger than us right now. Like he's also level 10 over your level 9. Yunara's kind of griefing here. We just want to like ping her away because we don't want this fight. This is a 2v2 and we don't really want a 2v2 situation in right now. Because that's just kind of like a coin flip fight. It's a 50-50 who wins this. Especially because you don't have ultimate. Yunara doesn't really have ultimate either. I guess she just used it to try to live this. So we take the crab. And it looks like Locke wants to fight this. I'm not really big on this. Because also TF is up, right? Like, we don't have the window anymore. If you look at like the death timer of TF, it's just like not gonna happen. Like you have 5 seconds, right? So you're gonna go get the crab. You decide to get the crab. Twisted Fate is up. And this is gonna be a really scrappy fight. And we don't really want that. It would actually be a lot better if you just get your team to recall. Spend their gold. And then like even if you lose this dragon, it's not a big deal. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, a lot of people stress over dragons a lot, and, like, oh, the stats say, like, oh, well, if you get first dragon and you stack dragons, you have a higher win rate percentage chance. Sure, it's true, because, like, getting soul is pretty nice. But the biggest thing that wins you games is gold and XP. Having more gold, having a bigger wallet, having more stats is just gonna win you games a lot more frequently. And I get it, like, okay, the dragons give you stats when you kill them, but the stats really are just like not super significant. Like the individual drakes, like it is something, but it's not that crazy. Like getting a full item is just way better than getting like, okay, plus 3% attack damage. Like plus 3% attack damage, what is 3% of 40? Like we could just like quick math this. Multiplied by, it's 1 attack damage, by the way. So 3%, if you have 40 attack damage added to your pool, that 3% is giving 1 extra attack damage. Congratulations. Like it's just like, it's so insignificant in my opinion that it's just like, it's not even worth worrying about the individual drakes. You just care about them not getting soul. So this Jax is kind of inting, by the way. We just this is crazy. Yeah. So we just need to recognize these things of like, we already took our turn by doing this play to kill Nami and Twisted Fate, and then we took the Scuttle Crab, and like, you know, your laners decided to just like go to lane and push lane. That was your move. Your enemy team had a chance to respond, and you just need to like back off and play defensive. Seth gets a double kill. That's nice. Go wolves, that's fine. Your team's all kind of fighting when you're farming. I think this is fine, to be honest. You do have ultimate up, but let's just, yeah, I think, like, honestly, you're safe to do this. I think it's totally fine. Just let them play the Fiesta game. It's fine. It's bronze, whatever. Let them do this. Clear camps. I actually don't mind this, just clearing our camps. Your team's actually doing the dragon right now, which is fucking hilarious. They really shouldn't be. Oh my gosh. I mean, you could also use your pings. Like, look how many times your teammates are pinging, but you're not pinging them at all. I think doing your Gromp and Wolves was fine, but I don't know. Like, you shouldn't be going back to. You're going to blue, and then you're going to invade his. Like, okay, this is where you're kind of griefing. I'm gonna be honest. Why are we invading his Raptor camp here when your team's all like down here? This is kind of. I guess this is kind of grief. I like the clearing your Gromp and Wolves, but like your team's all down here. Like this is where the action is. You have your ultimate up. You went to base already. So like let's just do Gromp, Wolves, path into here. Maybe you can do your Raptors, but while you're doing Raptors, checking out the fight and seeing if there's any good ultimate opportunity. But like going to his Raptors is kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. And starting this is kind of risky because your entire team's in base. You're the only one over here. So they could have like maybe like after they killed your team, like they can just kind of cross map into Herald. So you got kind of lucky. This is fine. Okay with all this. Let's just see where you fight again. Just holding top. I don't hate this because Set's getting a lot of work done in the bot side. So we're just chilling. Okay, go hit your camps. Yep. Totally fine. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, no, that was a really bad ult. Okay, so you just need to work on your ult usage and your fighting. Like I said, it's literally just a team fighting assessment. Like, why are we ulting the Tahm Kench here? Like, what is... Tahm Kench is 2 and 5. Like, we just have to assess that this does not matter, right? Like, all of our camps are up here. Our mid lane is pushing in mid tower with low HP. Yeah, just hit your camps. We don't need to kill Tahm Kench. It doesn't matter. Like, Set is 9 and 4. He'll be fine. He can fight the Tahm Kench. We don't need this kill. It doesn't do anything for us. And you just die anyway because Tahm Kench can just smack you. It's like, sure, we get the kill, but like, Jesus, you're just losing so much on the map because of it. Okay, I mean, I've pretty much seen all I need to see for the most part. Yeah, and like, again, like, so now your ultimate is down. There's not much you can really do, and like your team's ready to play the game, but you're still in base and you don't have ultimate to join them because of this fight. So this is like, it really is just assessing like how you should be using your ultimate more. This is just a really bad ult. Because it just doesn't accomplish anything. Like, even if, like, arguably, even if you like ult in here and you kill him pretty quickly, it doesn't do anything. Like, it literally doesn't do anything for the game. There's no like Baron up, there's no Dragon up. This kill does nothing for the game. You're better off just taking these 3 camps for 300 gold, you know. And now all your camps are up while you're dead. Your teammates are deployed out of base. You're still dead for 10 seconds while your teammates are trying to push this mid tower. They're all trying to do stuff. Set is pushed up, and you're just down here like, I can't do anything because my ultimate's down. We need to just run mid, honestly, here. Like, you don't have time to clear your camps here. You just need to run mid and fight with your team. But your team's just going to kill you, or enemy team's just going to kill them because they're at a number disadvantage. Look at this. Oh, Set's coming around. Maybe we can fight this? I don't know. Are you like upset or something? I don't know what's going on here. Okay. This was a decent ult. I actually kind of like this ult. Yeah, this is great. See, that was a good ult. You're actually just following up on what your teammates are doing here. I think like using your ult more reactively is really good too on Nocturne. So you could use it to engage, but a lot of times it's a really good deterrent from engages. So like, for example, if the enemy team engages on your team, you can press R as a reaction. You don't have to necessarily go in, like you don't have to choose a target and jump on somebody, but just turning your Nocturne R on, like, so that it destroys their vision, and it also makes them fear you in a way. They're like, okay, is he gonna jump on me or whatever? And they might actually all just back off if they are like, say for example, they jumped on like Yanara or something. They might all just like back off because they're like, oh shoot, like Nocturne's coming. So sometimes you can use your R to like get the enemy team to back away. And a lot of times you want to use it as a secondary thing. It's not like you don't want to be the first one to go in. You want to wait for, like, for example, this is a really good R because Set is engaging. Set is the one who's choosing the engage. Now, all of their focus is on this Set right now. They're all, like, a Nami bubble. They're using, look, he's going to use his gold card on him. Yeah, he used his gold card on him. So they have no abilities to hit you with now. Like, Nami might have ult or no, Nami doesn't even have ult. So it's like, you just get to go in. You don't, like, you can spell shield something, get your attack speed. That was a really good flash to dodge Misfortune's ultimate so you don't die. That was like a perfect example of how you should be using Nocturne's ult. Okay, we'll just watch one more here and then call it because I think we've already got enough from this. It's just you need to work on you really need to work on just fundamentals of your champion. Like, don't worry about fancy macro strategies or anything like that. Just like get better at using your ultimate and assessing, like team fight assessment, like threat assessment. So this is good. Okay, pressing R is fine here. Please don't just automatically just run in and go on like these guys, because this is a bad situation. Think about where your teammates are. You don't want to 1v2 this, because there's a good chance that Misfortune actually kind of kills you, because you're not that far ahead right now. It'd be different if you had like 3 items, or if you had like an armor item here. It looks like you have a cloth armor, but if you had like a fully completed armor item, maybe you can like actually 1v2 and kill this Misfortune. There's a chance, but she's pretty fed. You're not that far ahead or anything. You're kind of like in an even game state, so like if you ult in on them, you might end up dying. Okay, Locke goes in with you. Okay, this isn't horrible. The reason I say it is because, like, at this situation right here, look, it looks like Locke is running away, kind of, and it looks like Yunara's attention is on Tahm Kench, and that's why I kind of was saying that. Because it didn't look like Yunara was interested in hitting these people. She looked like she was trying to hit Tahm Kench. And Locke looks like he's running away, and then Mr. Set's over here on the Twisted Fate. So I would say a better target would be Twisted Fate in this situation. Or we could just hold the Nocturne R. We just hold it and see what Locke does, see what Yunara does. Misfortune walks up, though. She just walks up. Instead of continuing to back off this way, she just walks up into Locke's face, which is just a huge mistake by her. So it works out. Yeah, we kill her. I think here Yunara's probably dead, so yeah, this is fine. Yeah, just go in with your set. Yeah, but like her walking up is crazy. Nami's like got the right idea. She's like, no, let's get out. Let's out. We're out of this. But Misfortune just didn't get the memo and just kind of walks into Locke's face. Yeah. You just need to work on team fighting. Work on your ability usage and yeah, your threat and your assessments for your ultimates on who you should be targeting and when you should be using it. Hope that helps. If you think it's really helpful and you want to hear more, I do coaching sessions. This is a free one for you, but I can do more for a small price. But if not, it's fine. Maybe this helps you get to silver or maybe even gold. We'll see. But yeah, let me know if this was helpful. Good luck.